I was tasked with picking someone who I share a creative identity for and I feel an affinity for their business practices. And the person that I've chosen is a rock star, an artist, a marketing genius, a chameleon, a gesture, a magician, a dreamer, a maverick, a situationalist, a writer, a philosopher, a public speaker, and a public relations megastar. That man that I've chosen is the quite remarkable Bill Drummond, whose achievements over the past 30 to 40 years are unparalleled and unrecognised, mainly by the mainstream media in his own country in Scotland. Bill is a man who took on the music industry, challenged the gatekeepers, stole the catalogue techniques of art auctions to incorporate limited editions, catalogue singles, who along with Jimmy Cauty subversed British archetypes such as Doctor Who, Britain's love for Americana, who get Tammy Wynette to sing about ice cream vans, the pair of art scoundrels who earned millions, retired at the peak, shooting up the crowd with blank machine guns at the Brit Awards, and then slinging a dead sheep at the doors of the after party with a note attached announcing the retirement. They earned millions and proceeded to burn a million of it on the Isle of Warra. They deleted their back catalogue and formed the Kay Foundation, awarded the winner of the Turner Prize for having the worst art prize of the year on behalf of the Kay Foundation with a prize of £40,000, double the £20,000 awarded by the Turner Prize. Bill has become a highly respected author, writing a number of novels and books. He is a noted public speaker. Bill shares a strand of creative DNA that runs from John Dee in the 15th century, writing the grimoire that would create the British Empire for Queen Elizabeth I. Renaissance men who pushed the boundaries of what is perceived possible and helped mankind move forward, whether it be in philosophical thought, artistic expression, culture creation, or the moulding of public opinion. The story of Bill Drummond incorporates many marvellous figures throughout history, from Beethoven, Bach, Michelangelo, Da Vinci, Sigmund Freud, Carl Jung, Aleister Crowley, Jack Parsons, Theodore Adorno, Dion Fortune, Ronnie Barker, Bob Monkhouse, John Lydon, John Lennon, Morrissey, Noel Gallagher, Alan Moore, Grant Morrison, Richard Long, Ken Campbell, Tony Wilson, Robert Anton Wilson, Ian Brodie, Peter Hall, Julian Cope, Yoko Ono, and Ian McCulloch. Some of the most fantastic creative identities that have ever lived on this planet, and they've all my eyes have been opened to them all just through reading books of Bill Drummond. His character and his personality come through in his words and his writing so very much that it's inspired my creative identity as moving forward as a 34-year-old man. How he's inspired my creative identity would be that just looking, but Bill isn't sure of what he is and what his place in the world is, and I see so much of that in myself that I don't know. Even as a 34-year-old man, I don't know who I am, what I'm supposed to do, why I'm here, and Bill's work just reflects so much angst and personal questions that I have for myself that can be answered in his writing, that I've found the answers in his writing. Just reading these books is like an orator reading history back to you. The characters that pop up, he's been at some of the most pivotal points in pop music in the past 30 years, whether it be with Echo and the Bunnymen, whether it be with Julian Cope, whether it be learning to mix as a studio engineer with Jimmy Conte under the tutelage of Stock Aitken and Waterman, where they learned how to construct songs, pop songs that touch the public zeitgeist. Just reading Bill's work, just lines in his books, such as being in a band or into a band, is all about building or living out or and worshipping or loathing a myth, which is just so spot on the money. Another quote, and it goes, "The music business is about making unsuccessful bands successful. Successful bands, by their very definition, are as interesting as a packet of cornflakes. No, it's strange, weird, fucked up, unsuccessful pop music that I dig. Deluded pop music that wants to be successful can't understand why it is. And that just sums up what has been wrong with music in the past 15 years, where everybody is more interested in looking successful than being successful. And how do you be successful? Is it you write great songs with fantastic choruses? People have forgot the very notion, the very ideal of writing a chorus. And that is what catches the public zeitgeist. Easy sing-along song that isn't too complicated, that you can sing, your granny can sing, and most people are caught up in the fascination of being cool or appearing cool, whereas Bill and Jimmy, when they wrote their manual, How to Have a Number One, that they dissected how to write a song and all the vital component parts that a number one song needs to have. And when you split it all down on a philosophical level, it makes so much sense, and you can see so many of these guidelines in every song that you listen to. Jimmy Cauty and Bill Drummond are effectively done for the music industry, what Joseph Campbell done for writing stories and storytelling back in the 50s. That's what I would say. It's a strand of creative intellectual thought that runs from Carl Jung through to Joseph Campbell and through to Bill Drummond and Jimmy Cauty.